Hello and welcome to the Raw Edit of the Week 57 from FroKnowsPhoto.com. I'm Oliver from Germany, and that's now my first English video screencast. Not the first in my life, but the first in English. I thought, come on, let's give it a try and be a participant about this Raw Edit. Okay, let's follow me and I'll show you my version of this Raw Edit. Let's have fun. Okay, what you see here is the raw photo from Fro. It's normally for raw. It's a little bit, the color's not so poppy and it's a little bit flat. And now I show you what's my version of the post-processing to make this picture a little bit more interesting. Let's jump over to the develop model. And the first thing what I have made is to increase the color temperature. Only to make the skin a little bit more natural, a little bit more warmer. It looks, in my opinion, as a normal skin from a model. In the next step, I have worked a little bit on the skin imperfections. The skin is almost perfect, but we have in this face, especially when you compare it from the raw photo to the current status, just here in this area, little skin imperfections. That's not so dramatically, but I want to be perfect, and so I've worked on this imperfections, as you can see here over this part here, in this area of the skin, over the eyes here, and just a little bit here under the eyes. It's just a quick and dirty post-processing, but it's enough to get a little bit more better looking skin. Next step was to increase the clarity and the dynamic to give a little bit more poppy colors of the whole picture. So, next one was the luminance. Here I have decreased only the reds and the magenta to bring up this head clothes a little bit more darker, so that I have more concentrate to the picture of the model. The next steps I have made, I have used the brush tool. As you can see here, especially in the eye, I have used three I have used three brushes. First was for the whole eye. Here I have increased the clarity and the sharpness from the whole eye. The second I have used only for the white in this eye. As you can see, is only mark the white. What I have done is only to increase a little bit the exposure. The third I've made in the pupil was to increase the contrast and the saturation to pump up a little bit the brightness and the color of the eye. And when you can see now the comparing from the raw to the post-processing step, you can see what the eye is made when you work a little bit on it. Next step with the brush tool was here from the whole skin. I've softened up this whole skin only with the clarity. I've decreased the clarity. When you decrease the clarity, you get a little bit softer colors in this area where you paint in. And so it's a really cool feature for portraits when you want to soften up the colors a little bit. Or not the colors, the skin. And the last one was the hair. I've bring up a little bit more here these blonde parts of her hair. In this case I have increased the contrast, clarity and the sharpness. And we compare it in the whole picture from left to the raw to the right from now the status of the post-processing. The next step, what I have made my thoughts, was the crop of the picture. It is a really cool crop, but in my opinion, I want to make this picture a little bit more concentrated to the face. And in this case, as the raw picture is there too much space for these head closes in the left and the right corner here. So my decision was, let's make a crop about 60:9. Because why? First, I've now more concentrating to the face, and secondly, I'm panorama freak, so that was my first decision. Let's give in this crop and try. Next step I have made was in black and white. Why black and white? Because especially for portraits is a good decision to concentrate only of this expression from the model, not on the colors, only of the expression from the models. And what I've done here is to play around a little bit about these color panels, to decrease the red, increase the orange, a little bit the yellow one. And here in these two cases you must take care about the orange and the yellow, because these colors are mostly here, especially in the face. And the green one, just a little bit increase for the eye. And the next one, bluish, is no color in there in the picture. The next one is the purple and the magenta for around the head close to make it a little bit darker. So that was the first step. Secondly, here was the effects. I've made a vignette here, just around the corner, to darken up the corners. And the final step was to tone up a little bit more this picture, because normally I've made, that you can see, I have made a pure black and white. You can see in the left is the pure black and white without color tonings, and the right is with tonings. For me, especially for portraits, it looks better when you make a little bit color toning on the skin or on the whole picture, to make it a little bit more softer for the face and for the expression for the picture. The tonings was here a little bit going into the red brown one, a little bit saturation for the highlights, and for the shadows at the same. And what you see here is now my final version from the post-processing. I'll show you now from the beginning to the end. What you see here on the left is the raw edit, was the raw photo, and of the right one is my raw edit of the week. I hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial and you like it. Okay, Let's have fun with your version. See ya!